Um, I believe we are live. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TIS, the Info Sunday Show. Which I am thinking that I should change the date because not a lot of people are watching on Sundays. I really thought that a lot of people would be rather free on Sunday, which actually confused me. But I guess I should have thought the next day is school, and 9 o'clock is actually pretty late for some people. Oh, wait, this is the first time I actually started my live stream at 9 o'clock. You can also see the time here, but it is a minute late. Actually, it's around 30 seconds late, but you will still see it going a bit late. So yes, actually what I thought is a lot of people will be joining with me really late, sorry, joining with me at around 9 o'clock, but not a lot of people are free at this time. So I am thinking that I will change the date to something like Friday. I guess Friday would be better because Saturdays is pretty, you know, decent holiday. I guess a lot of people do have holidays on Saturdays. Well, we will see that, but don't worry, I will not change the name of my The Info Sunday. It will still be TIS only. I will just probably see a joke like TIS on Friday. So yeah. So today we have a very important topic, and for the first time we are only going to talk about one topic at the like kind of the main reference, because the last topic we actually talked about one topic is my Python video. Anyways, so first of all, I just wanted to drop some news. Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to share some intel in my life. So you might see that it has been 23 days since I posted my last video, excluding my live stream. The reason for that is, as I told you, I'm really busy, and also that my last 1.5 week I had to go to college Monday to Friday, and every single Saturday and every single Sunday. That is right, I didn't even get a holiday for a Sunday. So you can like think how tired I am. Yesterday was the only day, sorry, not yesterday, day after yesterday is was the only day which I actually got a holiday. And I'm not joking, I just slept and relaxed. I binged Stranger Things and nothing else. I did some planning for my YouTube videos and completed my script for Waterinator, which I have been teasing since last month. I do know that I'm trying my best to make that video soon. I really have a lot of cool things planned for that video, but so if that video is out, it is going to be really great. And I noticed that we don't have a lot of people watching right now. Let me just share it with a few people. There you go. So yeah, what I was thinking we would do for today is really important. The reason for that is, I know I have been talking a lot about books since, like, I don't know, maybe a really long time. Last week, last week was also titled book, even though we did talk about a few topics. So before I tell you how you can publish your own book, let me just tell you a few things that I wanted to tell you. Yeah, that somehow kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay. Mm, just give me a second. I have to do a small work. I'm really sorry. I'm doing it right now. Okay, so getting back to the thing that I was going to talk about today is the reason why I did a video, I mean why I'm doing a live stream called how to publish your own book, because I noticed in India there are really diverse solutions for publishing, and I was just this much into a scam publishing. I won't say their name, but stay tuned so that you will know which companies you should not go, because I am not saying their name, not because I don't want to protect you, but I will tell you kind of who they are. Like I will give you a bit of their history or something. So yeah, one more thing that I wanted to share is the other projects that I have been doing except for YouTube. I started to teach or actually market my A to Z Coding Factory. If you don't know A to Z Coding Factory, it's my own coding academy that where I teach programming. Not only programming, I also teach video production, video editing, and a lot more. So please check it out if you are free, of course, and I would really appreciate if anyone would like to join. And I'm not joking, the reason that I will want a lot of people to join in A to Z Coding Factory is not because I want to earn money. I barely earn money because I teach Python. My Python course is 2000 rupees, and I teach Python for 30 days, or at least at max 30 days. I will say that I want to be transparent. So I don't think so 2000 rupees for 30 teaching 30 days Python at least 1.5 hour most of the days is bad at all, because I give you assignments, I give you one entire project that you can do on yourself, there are tests, there is a certification which is really hard to complete so that you will be verified as a ATZ coding factory verified Python developer. Not only that, I also, no jokes, give a lot of projects. I believe that, at least in my opinion. So I'd really appreciate if you're looking to learn programming or video editing or video production. Yeah, video editing and production do come in the short courses, so it's not a month long, it's around 10 to 15 days. You can walk your own in your own pace. So I'd really appreciate if you can check it is a coding factory. Okay, so by the way, the one more thing that I wanted to talk about is why robotics has been really slow for me. See, I'm not joking, the prices of the electronic components that I wanted to buy have been skyrocketed so much, and they have still not been came to a point where they seem actually affordable. Not affordable actually, so not affordable but valuable. So I'm really not paying 3500 rupees for a single motor that was previously sold for 1200 rupees. So I really have to wait on a lot of projects that I do want to do, such as my electric cycle project. And second thing is my college. As I told, last 1.5 month, no joke, I have been continuously requiring to go to college every single day. So it is really tiring. Then I have my exams going on tomorrow. I have max exam. I haven't read completely. So yeah, no, actually I did complete my study before this weekend, so I don't need to worry. So yeah, so that has been really tiring due to the reason that I really could not do a lot of robotics project, and the less robotics project I do, less competition I can take part in, and the less videos I can make, and the less vlogs I can make, because my entire day has been go to college, study, do some planning, at least to plan any video in future at the least, and then finally take some rest. So it's been so jam packed with my book that I'm writing. I cannot tell you the name because it's still confidential, but I'm not joking. The reason, yeah, one more thing. I have changed my setup, as you can see here. Usually there was a wall with, I mean, a colored wall, I guess, that we painted. I changed it, and the reason, because that wall is now completely filled with me sticking white papers on it. Yes, that whole wall has been stuck, or actually yeah, stuck with white papers with all of my ideas for that book, because I'm really focused on that book. So I do that, write that book for 2 hours a day, then do a half an hour research for that book, then I do a 1 hour of planning for that book. So yeah, that takes a lot of time, and that's a perfect slide into how you can publish your own book. So yes, the thing about publishing that I really do not recommend is just like going for it. Please do some research, do the thing that is required, which is research. Because my first book that I published, Botinator, I didn't have a lot of experience in it. Still, I published my book and it worked out pretty fine. I did sell some copies, but now thinking back, I'm thinking that it would have been a whole new level if I did a lot more researching than I previously did. So I just wanted to share some tips so you don't need to focus that much. The five things you need to do while publishing a book is: first, writing, editing, designing, publishing, marketing. Yes, I may forget this in order, but I will explain them one by one. First is writing. When you're writing your book, it is the crucial part. If you're writing a fiction book, please do not stop writing. I know a lot of reason, a lot of things will stop you to write. For example, college, because I haven't wrote my book in a 4 days, and I know I should not stop writing them. But something comes in your life which seems more important than your book. But if the book is your main goal, then please do not stop your book and continue it. And I know one more thing, that beginning of a book is written rather easily than the middle. Ending is also rather easily written in my opinion, but the conflict in the middle, the emotion, the character development, character arcs, all of those things which are hidden in the middle are more important than your beginning and your ending. So even if your beginning and ending are the world's best book, they make your book so great that there is no book better than it. But if your middle is not good, no one is going to stick around because they need to force themselves. A reader should feel like reading the book, not like forced to be reading a book. So yeah, that's the important thing about writing your book. Second thing, just write your book anywhere. It is not required that you need a software to write a book, and I'm really not joking. I really couldn't find even one great software which is affordable and really great. Some software is has some pros and some have some pros. You can't really combine them all, and I'm not joking. A lot of writers like myself who are just getting started out, I don't think you are going to spend 20,000 rupees just to hire sorry, not hire, just to buy a software in which you can write a book. So the thing that I suggest is go for your Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word works just fine. It is quite great. I'm not joking. Microsoft Word will really help you out, and it is also going to be really easy to use since a lot of people are already familiar with Microsoft Word. So you can write your book in there and just do the formatting in there too. It's quite easy. Just go to the layout section to change the layout, margin section to put the margins, how many you need, how many what should be the borders of your book, and then header and footer sections to set your word page number, sorry, the page number of your book, and the title or the chapter name on the top right of the book that you're writing. So you can do that, or some people also do prefer this. You, if you are using a service like Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, or not actually, sorry, I'm in Amazon KDP, their service for writing book is only for ebooks, I guess. But if you are using Notion Press, you are situated in India and you are using Notion Press, I believe that you will be able to use, sorry, yes, you will be able to use their own online platform and easily format your book too. It's really easy. But I will say, if you are writing any book that has a lot of images or is for children, it's not suggested, because my first water in a book which has a lot of overflows, a lot of big text, small text, and a lot of quizzes is not really, I will not be able to build it in that. So yeah, that would be rather great if you can do some kind of word formatting on yourself. And if you do want to add a lot of images, what you can do is just go to the Canva, and Canva, you can use the free version of Canva. There's no issue. All the images that are for free are commercially available forever, so that you can use them whenever you want. Not only that, it's, if you're a student, then just go for the Canva premium by going to the GitHub student developer pack, identify yourself as a student, and you get a whole year of Canva premium. I think a whole year of Canva premium is really great because I use Canva literally for everything. So that is the writing part. I actually explained a bit about editing too, because editing includes how your book should be formatted. And second thing about editing is what should your book be formatted of, or actually, sorry, second part of editing is what should be actually what should your book actually contain. Because when you are publishing a book, one thing to remember is every single word counts. So you cannot be like, I will just keep this paragraph, it doesn't really add sense to my book, but I just want to keep it there. It doesn't work like that. You have to act, it doesn't, paragraph should make sense, should add a value to reader, should add a value to the plot that you are making, the great plot. If it doesn't add value, just remove it. So while you are searching and scanning through your entire book, just reread it. My best suggestion is make a chapter, read it out loud, and if you are co-authoring with someone, or do you have a someone who is confidential to you, then just tell them, and they will, I'm not joking, they will actually support you if they are a good friend of yours. So yeah, that would be a great way you can make your book better, sorry, you can edit your book better. So yeah, do that for sure. Remember to remove the phrases, all the things that you don't like. Next thing that I'm noticing, that a lot of people are joining, 4 to 5 people, that's a currently a lot for me, but they are leaving as soon as they are joining. That's not right. Okay, yes, continuing what I was saying. So remember to edit out all the bad phrases, and also pay a huge interest or focus on your grammatical mistakes. A few typos here and there are fine, but a lot of typos can make your book professional to a book written by a rookie, and you really don't want that. When a reader knows nothing about you, he assumes that you are a professional, but once he sees typos, he starts to think that you are not a great author, even though your whole story has been great. The next thing that I would like to talk about is our. Hmm, I really forgot. Yes, sorry, designing. So designing is one of the important things. Designing includes formatting your book cover, which is really important because when I'm in a shop, that cover should make me stop there and read the title, and the title should be extremely important for your book, because that's the first line or the first words anyone is going to read if your book doesn't have huge reviews. So your title is really important, keep that in mind. And second thing that is important is your book cover, not only the front but also the back. A lot of people do focus a lot on front, but they forgot about the back. One more thing that I'm saying, telling is, I am not a professional published author. I just want to share a few tips that I found out while researching, which actually turns out to be working, because for my second published book, it's not a book, it's actually a content book. It's a planner. It actually sold a lot of copies because it has an interactive and intuitive design at the front and the back, and also because I did, well, at least I believe I did a lot of good marketing. So yeah, that's why I'm telling you about this. Continuing my point, designing is really important. So to do that, again, you can use Canva, or for this I do suggest that you go for a professional designer, because as I told, it's really important. And I guess you can get a professional designer for 5 to 10,000 rupees. In that range, you should be able to find a person who will design your book really great, and it will be really accurate to your liking too. So next thing about writing a book, I mean, yes, publishing a book, is the publishing part of the publishing a book. Now, if you're situated in India, I would really suggest to go for a print on demand service like Notion Press. I'm talking about print on demand services only. I do not talk or speak about traditional houses right now. But if you are situated in India and you want to publish your book as paperback, I suggest Notion Press, because they have been really great with me and I do really like their help and support. But one thing to consider, do not pay them anything, do not purchase any of their plans. I just wanted to show you a glance of their art publish program. Not going to lie, if anyone of Notion Press or anyone who likes Notion Press is watching, I don't have anything against them. I really love them. My book is published on their website too. You can just check it out. Just hit Waterinator by Notion Press and you should be able to find it. But their out published program is, I believe, really not good, and not in terms that their team is not great. It's quite nice, but the thing about that is that their prices are way too high to provide way too little. So the first thing, that when you are looking for art publishing, basically what they are saying, that they are going to publish your book outside India. And if you do want to publish your book outside India, they are only going to publish it on sources like Amazon and other local sources. I'm not sure of all of them, but they did say that they have 30,000 stores online in which they do publish, but I don't believe that all 30,000 them are really effective. So if you really want to just publish your book outside India, go for KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. It will not only publish your book in India, it will publish in UK, France, Japan, Australia, USA, and a lot other companies. I'm unsure of their names. I may show it to you in a second. Yeah, so that would be a rather great thing to do than taking their plan. As you can see, they are going to hire a expert cover designer and interior, and I did ask them about what is the interior going to do, and that's basically the formatting of your book, which you can do yourself with a lot of research. And usually you can get a good interior designer for around 4,000 rupees, and maybe a book cover designer for, as I say, 5 to 10,000, that 15,000 rupees of the value. And then their market experts, no matter how much research they are going to do, your book is only as good as the story it is. Even if it gets a huge start, it is not going to be continued if it isn't great. And they are saying that they sell about 30,000 online web stores, but I barely believe that all of them are really valuable. My book sells in 15 different kind of stores, and half of them are not even famous. And they say that you can get 10 black and white or 5 color copies of your book. That's not much actually. If you're selling a book, your book for 200 rupees, you order 10 copies, that's maximum 2000 rupees. And if you order them at your author rate, it's around 150, so it's 1500 rupees. And you get your book listed for Amazon Prime for a month, and Amazon Kindle promotions for a month. If you directly sign up with Amazon KDP, you will get this for free. Not joking, maybe not for free, but at a small cost, that you can get both of this and a greater cost. And not only this, they do say that they will edit your book. And by book editing, I don't mean formatting the interior, but I mean taking a story into consideration, what should be the important part. So they said per word it will take around 60 pies. So just take your book, divided by, I mean, yeah, multiply, take the words in your book, multiply it by 60 pies, and I guess you should know how much it will cost for your book to have. So they say it's 50,000 words free that they will do, but according to my sources, it's not going to take that much, but around 13,000 rupees for 15,000, sorry, 15, yeah, 13,000 book, 13,000 rupees for around 60,000 words, according to my sources. And they are quite renowned people, they're not just some random guy that I say, that I'm telling you. But if you do research enough, you will even find locally. Or if you do believe that you are the only author or the only person who can understand the story from your perspective, just do it yourself. Editing is not that hard. I'm not saying it's easy at all, but it's not that hard. It's more repeated work, so it takes a long time, but you can save a lot of money. And as a beginner, I really don't think that you want to spend this much. And they don't assure that your book will sell. They don't even assure that your book will sell one book. So yeah, that would be better if you just promote it, I mean publish it yourself. But I do suggest that they do have separate plans which is not mentioned here, but I have talked with them. So they do, I guess, book cover and interior designing for 10,000. I guess go for that if you're looking for a designer. Or you can also go for that, I guess this thing that they are saying, sell across 30,000 online stores. They said it will take around 10,000 rupees to just access this thing. Okay, so according to them, they will sell around 30,000 online stores. So if you do want that, you can pay them 10,966 or something. They do have other plans, which I guess, sorry, the book editing plan does not come in this, but comes in 1,40,000. So you can see how you can, how hard it is. And they also say that they do a Goodreads review campaign. Goodreads review campaign could be a bit is a little complicated, but you can do it yourself. And social media launch announcement, basically what they do in this is publish it on their own Instagram, on Twitter, and other sources. You can just check them how many followers they have, and just think, is 1,30,000 rupees good for that? And they give you 15 black and white copies. Just think about it. If your book is sold for 500 rupees, 5,000, 7,500 rupees at least, that's the only value you are getting. And get your book listed on Amazon Prime for 6 months. Again, go for KDP. So yeah, that's but if you do take your own, services and not ask for other, then I will suggest that it is quite nice, because Notion Plus does provide you with a lot of sources. For example, market, sorry, they will tell you how many books you have sold. Then they have the whole system where you can promote your book or keep your book for free. I mean, keep your delivery of the book for free, and it is kind of a marketing campaign, which is quite nice too. So that is all I wanted to talk about this. Yeah, fifth thing is marketing. So marketing is more important than publishing, because even if you publish a book, everyone should in the world should know that you have published that book. So marketing basically means that you should publish it on all of your social medias, inform every single member in your family that you have published a book, and please don't just randomly publish a bad book and tell people to buy. That's just straight up rude, because they are paying useless money and they are your family members, so they will buy, but it's a useless book to them. So yeah, inform everyone you know. That's one way of marketing. Second way of marketing is actually going to Google Ads and buying their marketing, posting your review on YouTube, creating YouTube shorts. And not only that, you can ask your friends to review your book or send your book copies to other people who do book reviews and may be interested in your book if it is actually good enough. So a lot of, you can just send it as fan mail and ask them if they can do a book review, or actually talk to them like a contract or something. So that's the five things that I learned while publishing books. I don't think so that I don't think so I said anything wrong. I don't think I said anything damaging though. I am completely talking about your self-publishing, not traditional publishing. If you do want to go for traditional publishing, there are quite good companies in India like HarperCollins or Penguin India, Penguin Publishing India, and also I'm not remembering the company's name. I guess the company's name was Random House. Yes, Random House Publishing Company. Those three are not based in India, but they do take Indian books. And Penguin Houses doesn't take any kind of submission, so you need a agent. But HarperCollins in India does not need a agent, which is really important to notice, because if you do not have a agent or you can't get a agent, you can directly send your books first three chapters to um, their mail, and if your book gets selected, that's great. One more company that is in situated in India is Rupa Publications. I'm not completely sure, so I wouldn't recommend it. You can just research it for yourself. I'm just saying this Rupa Publication is another a good publishing company that I have heard in India. I don't suggest to go for traditional publishing if you want 100% control of your IP, because you're not going to get that a lot. Because when you are signing your book, what happens actually is you get some money before you publish your book, and you get less royalties. For example, for your self publishing, you get 70% royalties, can go up to 100% if you go on Notion Press or any other paid systems where you pay them money. You can get 100% royalties, but the main thing here is you own 100% right. But when you go for traditional publishing, you get around 10-20, at max I guess 50%, at the max, which happens extremely rare. You can get 50% royalties per book sold. The thing that they do is they give you money before your book is sold. So for example, you sell 10 copies but you got 10,000 rupees, so that's a profit for you because you only sold 10 books. So it's a loss for the publishing company but a benefit for you. But if your book sells like 1,000 copies and you get 10,000, that's only 10% of those books plus your 10,000. But if you are going for your publishing, I mean self publishing, then you can get 70% of that 10,000 books that you sold. So yeah, that's the main difference between self publishing and traditional publishing. I do not suggest anything like go for this. They all have their pros and cons. If you think your book can be really big, go for self publishing. If you do believe that your book is going to really big but you need some help, like you need a editor, you need a book designer, you don't have that much money, then go for self publishing. Because self publishers don't take any, sorry, traditional publishers don't take anything for you. It is rarely they will take some money for anything. They will hire an editor for you, which is completely free. They will hire book designer, they will do marketing for you, they will take care of everything. All you need to do is write that book and be the author that you are. So I guess that is the main thing that I really wanted to talk for today. I really hope you all have enjoyed. Everyone who has joined today, thank you very much, and I really hope we will be able to see us soon, because I am doing the TIS at alternate weeks because I don't really have that much time to research a lot. So I need some time to research. Then I do my TIS um, week twice a week. Sorry, once every 2 weeks. So I guess that's it for today. Come on, I am really thinking of a great line. So I guess that's it for tomorrow. I guess that's it for today. Okay, this is not a YouTube video. Everything is going to be publicly available, so I need to say it in a correct way. That's it for today. We will meet next week on your favorite show, TIS.